Of all the things that died over the 2 or so weeks of riots, arson, and outright idiocy that swept the stupidest parts of this country, many of them fucking people, nothing died harder than goddamn gun control. And if we're body bagging black pills, and I certainly fucking am, then there's no pill a more blinding shade of white than the complete collapse of the gun control narrative over the past month. So utterly consigned to the hoary fuckpire of human history, the media outright pushed multiple mass shooting narratives, mid-fucking riots, mind you, and all it did was spike sales of firearms across the goddamn country. And by spike, I mean motherfucking vertical. 45% in Pennsylvania, 70% in Texas, 136 ass-fucking% in the unofficial Clinton graveyard of Arkansas. Meaning all those years, all those stilted Trevor Noah monologues and cringy Colbert cuckfests. And yes, every time the Democratic Party court jester Jon Stewart, who all too often gets a propaganda pass from conservatives, pushed his only hillbillies buy guns horse shit, it failed to survive even a single applicable instance of societal adversity. It's all well and good to light the virtue signal, to boast rainbow flag filters and more black squares than a life-size fucking chessboard, but bitch, when the bullets start flying, the first thing these soft cheese chomping suburbanite shitheels reach for is a fucking firearm. The sheer number of new gun owners indicates it ain't only the right. We all have personal stories. Hell, at Razor Force, post your personal anecdotes in the comments section of formerly anti-firearm family members or acquaintances who picked up a pea shooter in the past 3 weeks, because I can personally think of at least fucking 5 of just my personal acquaintance. Hell, my own mother, who for all her libertarian virtues as a young woman and staunch conservatism in the present was adamantly anti-firearm ownership for many a year, broke down and bought a pistol for personal defense during all this dog shit. You can crow about anecdotal evidence all you like. The figures, as they so often do, ratify the fucking anecdotes. In the state of Texas alone, it was estimated that between 60 to 70% of all gun purchasers in the past month described themselves as new. It arguably started with COVID, as shitbag governors in Michigan and elsewhere passed indiscriminate gun control ordinances that have as much to do with preventing the coof as Condoleezza Rice has to do with Mexican food, but it's way the fuck worse since BLM and Antifa spread their message of tolerance, one blowtorch building at a butt fucking time. And this couldn't be more bad for Biden, who for all his attempts to cosplay as a moderate ranks as easily the most anti-firearm nominee ever fielded by the DNC, which, considering his running mate Barack never saw a pile of bodies he couldn't confuse with a fucking podium 15 seconds after any given mass shooting, is saying something. Which, as an aside, I'd like to praise Trump for, by the way. What many fuckwads and walking irrelevancies on the theoretical right misread as inaction or impotence, claiming Trump is allowing lawlessness by not intervening in situations the local mayor could end in a single fucking phone call, I see instead as a refreshing contrast to the teleprompter-in-chief mugging a camera after every local or racially charged tragedy to micromanage an ostensibly civic disaster, often igniting tensions all the more in the motherfucking process. Ferguson was a fucking case study in this syndrome, and opining that if, I had a son, he would have looked like, Trayvon, was arguably the initial rallying point for the pyromaniac Politburo we see immolating our homes and fucking businesses at present. Absent Obama's bullshit, BLM never happens. And it's encouraging for me to finally have a president who knows the goddamn difference between federal and fucking states' rights. Biden, in brief, is inextricable from the gun control agenda by mere association with Obama, but digging into his background as an architect of the abominable assault weapons ban, not to mention video game violence censorship panels, paints a portrait of a man who wants as many gun seizures as Hillary has fucking physical ones. There's simply no distancing himself from such statements, given that he was effectively the fucking gun czar of the Obama administration. Well, the one that wasn't selling AK-47s to fucking drug cartels, that is. And there's simply no defensible expression of Biden's gun control position in the wake of widespread rioting that's required residents to reevaluate long-held beliefs about guns and buy them in record-breaking butt-fucking numbers. The far left, with the tacit and overt support of mainstream Democrats, Biden, butt-fucking included, have weaponized race, gender, income equality, religion, sexuality, nationality, about the only thing they don't want weaponized are fucking weapons. And those are the things people are currently using to defend their fucking homes. It trickles down ticket as well, with a formerly comfortable double-digit lead enjoyed by Senate candidate Mark Kelly evaporating in a hail of horseshit gun control positions. And really, why wouldn't it? In Arizona, an overwhelmingly pro-gun state, when Mark Kelly's entire prior political career consists of trotting his half-dead wife across the contiguous United States to stump for socialism and goddamn gun control. Fuck, his wife was shilling further fucking gun control measures less than a week ago, specifically singling out for elimination the exact models of, quote, assault weapons employed by a jewelry store owner and his compatriots to stop the Scottsdale Fashion Square looting spree in Mark Kelly's own fucking state. Well, the state this cue ball cunt carpetbag to kickstart his political career anyhow. And sure enough, high negatives or no, Martha McSally actually managed to pull ahead in the polls for the first time this political season. Spread the word, Razor Force. Gun control is cucked and fucked this election cycle. Trump should put it in every ad, and if Martha McSally has a scintilla of a fucking clue, she should print shirts with this shit on it. Anyone embracing the gun control agenda, foremost among them Chairman Mark Kelly and grabby-ass Grandpa Joe, splay it across the sky in hot fucking pink calligraphy. Democrats disarm while their Comintern cronies stalk the streets burning your businesses. Anyone else waiting for the Dems to disengage easy mode and actually make it difficult enough for the Don to sweat some of that toupee glue off his fucking forehead? I've had more tactically challenging games of tic-tac fucking toe. But cut Biden some slack. You'd be afraid of gunshots too if you'd been deafened by the Big Bang. I'm Razor Fist. God fucking speed.
And if you try to break into their homes to steal, to set fires, I'm highly recommending they blow you back out of the house with their guns.
You don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun.